morning, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, January 11th. My name is Brian Kingsberry. I'm a full-time reseller and freelance photographer. Today I've been busy. I got a new vlog up on my channel. I got all kinds of new content, a new online arbitrage video, a couple sections of Brian Reads the News. That's a new segment I've been doing where I take a news story in the news, take it from my mouth to your ears, let you know about what's going on in the world. We're going to do some more of those today. But first, I'm going to check the mail because I think I have an order coming in, another online arbitrage order. Something I ordered online to make some extra dough, to get in and find some of those deals that you can find online and flip those for big money. Let's go see if it's there. Look at that, you guys see that? There's some snowflakes coming down. It's that time of year. A little nice layer of ice out here. Definitely winter. There it is, there it is, there. The envelope feels a little bit light, but I did order that one online for an online arbitrage video. When you get done with this daily vlog video, you'll want to check that one out, see what I found. It's always a good time when I get into those envelopes and take a closer look at everything that I ordered online to flip for cash through my eBay stores. Yeah, that's been a fun little segment I started. I've been doing it a few now, and people are really liking it. They're starting to watch those and really enjoy all the treasures I'm able to find searching for things online. So definitely a segment you should get into. If you like that sort of thing, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, then you can become aware when those videos drop. But let's get back into today's daily vlog video. Let's see what sold. There is here 5 orders for $90.39. $90.39 for 5 orders. Let's see what it was. Not a bad way to start the morning. I always like when we can crack 100, but we're pretty close. 90.36. We're right there in the range of where we want to be. Hopefully someday we'll wake up and there'll be hundreds and hundreds in sales, but right now we're searching for that $100 when we wake up, and additional money as we continue out throughout the day. I'm sure that more sales will trickle in, and we'll have to still check that small store, but let's see what sold out of the big store this morning. First item was this. Ooh, look at that. $8.23. Did I say that? $8.23. This is for the Punisher Extended Cut DVD from 2004, a widescreen Lionsgate Marvel movie starring Thomas Jane. Take a look at that. There's the front, there's the actual disc, and there is the back of it. So just a quick little movie sale. Been listing a lot of movies every night. I've been trying to do 5 movies, and my efforts are paying off. People are starting to buy those up. That one sold for $8.23. Not a huge dollar amount, but it is just a movie. So I got those in storage units. Typically you get a stack of movies, you just list them up, and they're all profit. Second item sold for $27.90. It's a Juicy Couture black small 24-inch shoulder satchel bag purse clutch. Measures 7 by 6. Let me give you guys a closer look at this one. There it is. There's the Juicy Couture label on it, and it had the additional little keychain or something there with the chain link. Showed pictures of it opens. I think it had a magnet closure if I remember correctly. There's the additional photo. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, Juicy Couture right there on the inside too. Looks to be the real legit thing. So there it is, a little shoulder bag. That was another storage unit find. A recent one, actually. I listed that one October 23rd. One of the last storage units that I did. Had a lot of purses in there. Decided to go ahead and list them up. I usually don't do purses, but this one had some brand name stuff. Juicy Couture, I know that one, so I listed that up. Made a reasonable price point. I think $19.99 we started it plus shipping, and someone jumped on that right away. The item sold for $10.94. It's a size large NFL team apparel drawstring pajama pants, blue sleepwear. Denver Broncos. If you look at these are the NFL team. There's a look at them. There's the tag. Denver Broncos. Old Russell Wilson's team now. He's over there playing for the Broncos. Just says Broncos throughout in that traditional orange lettering with the logo of the Bronco. So I got an offer of $8 for those this morning. I said no, countered that guy, and he came back, settled on $9.99. Total paid $10.94 with taxes. So that's what you got to do sometimes. Get those couple extra bucks out of them. I didn't want to let them go for just $8. That wasn't enough. They went for $9.99 plus taxes, so got that additional money. That does all add up. That's part of the game. You gotta try to get those extra bucks and not feel too bad about it. I could have easily let it go for 8, but Denver Broncos, NFL, pajama pants, I mean, those are in demand. You know, it's that time of year. NFL's in full force. Playoffs are going down. I think the Broncos are, I think they might be eliminated, but still a good team, quality team. Russell Wilson leading them. I know they had some controversy over there, but that doesn't mean you can't pay up for those pajama pants a little, right? Fourth item was this. It sold for $10.74. It's the movie Life DVD from 1999, a film starring Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. You get the disc in the box, a great little comedy movie. Let me give you a look at that. There's the front of the disc and the back of the disc and those back details. I guess it's a good movie. I think I saw it. I can't quite remember. People say it's one of their better movies together. Yeah, it looks like that was one of the last movies of old Bernie Mac. Rest in peace. One of the great comedians, the kings of comedy. He was in that one with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy and some other comedians as well. So a classic comedy. Can't miss with that one. $12.74 for that one. Not a bad sale price. Again, that was a recent listing, listed that in December, and here it is January. So it didn't take long for that one to sell. I'm moving some of these movies, which is good because I got a stack of them still ready to go. Final sale this morning was this. It sold for $30.58. It's a Wolves Howling Midnight Serenade. Out anew, Realm of the Wolf decorative plate. Let me give you a look at this. I think I said that right. Yeah, the Midnight Serenade, Realm of the Dog. Had the two little wolves on there howling at the moon. Look at that. A nice little piece. An additional little wolf there. This was a standout, as you can see. That's not on the plate there. That kind of stands out from the plate there. So a cool little decorative plate. Got this in a storage unit. Wolves Howling at the Moon, the Midnight Serenade. So that was a plate I got in a storage unit as well. I had it listed for a higher price point. Recently just lowered the price and added shipping, and that worked. Someone jumped on that. $15.98 was the sale price, $30.58 total. So they paid a significant amount for shipping, but it did work. I think I had it priced higher with free shipping before, but that's still kind of the price I was looking to get for it. So my strategy to lower the price point and add shipping, it worked on this one. Got that sale, got that out the door. It's good because I don't really want to deal with a lot of breakables, and when I can move those on, I'll do it. So there you have it, 5 orders for over $90. I'm gonna go grab those items from my inventory system and get some shipping labels on them and get them ready to drop off at the post office. If you could, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get my numbers up, trying to keep this channel to continue growing. It's been doing pretty good lately. I think I had over 50 hours of watch time in the last couple days because I've been posting a lot of videos. People are starting to click on those, and the watch time is really starting to stack up. So I want to thank you guys for joining the journey and watching a little bit of this content. We're still steadily climbing towards that 4,000 hour mark. Still got a long ways to go, but we're inching closer toward it. So let me grab that inventory and I'll check back in a second. Alright, we got it all laid out here. We got 4 listings. We got those patches, some holiday socks, these little frames we're gonna get. But first we gotta pack these orders. Here they are, the two movies, and then the 2 clothing items. Well, actually one of them is a bag, and then this is that plate I was telling you guys. You guys saw the photos of that one that sold. So we gotta find a box that that will fit in. That's the next project. I gotta find a box and some bubble wrap and all the necessary items to ship a delicate plate like that. I got a box here. It's kind of big, but it might work. Let's give it a shot. So I had that big box. That one was way too big, but I did have some online arbitrage boxes I left over from an online arbitrage purchase, and one of them just happened to be the perfect size. So we're gonna go ahead and use that one. Let me give you a look. Here it is, a little Amazon box. It fits just right in there. Plenty of room to add a little packing material in there and hopefully get it to the customer in one piece. Would have been way too big. We do have some packing peanuts left over, so we might throw some of those down just to ensure it's safe. Alright, I'm admittedly not a packing expert when it comes to this sort of thing. I've done my fair share, but I'm not an expert at it. But I got it in there. Some bubble wrap around it, some peanuts. We're going to throw some more peanuts on top. and close it up and hope it gets there in one piece. Let me give you guys a look at this. It is. What do you think? It's in there with the peanuts, with the bubble wrap, some other additional cloth around it, or paper rather. And then we're gonna throw some more bubbles on top of that and hope close up the box. Right, there it is. Let's get this one closed. Hopefully it makes it there in one piece. Let's pray to the shipping gods this one gets there. Alright, it's not the prettiest package, but we got 4 nice envelopes in this nice sturdy box. Packed up, it's not moving in there, so should be good to get to its destination. Let's hope it gets there in time. Well, we'll definitely get there in time because they just ordered it this morning. It'll go out today, but in one piece is what I want to say. You know, when you sell delicates like that, I haven't had a lot of sales of glassware or ceramics or anything like that. I'm starting to venture into it a little bit. I think as long as you have the boxes on hand, peanuts and bubble wrap and tape and packing materials, there's no reason you can't do that. It does take a little bit longer. You know, a clothing item, you just slide it in an envelope and call it good, but when you have it boxed up like that, you can make that money, you know, $15.98. I got that plate out of a storage unit, so paid practically pennies for it, you know. 15 bucks, I mean, it took me no time at all to do that, so whatever it takes to list it and whatever it takes to pack it, I mean, you're making good money for your time. Alright, we got those orders sitting here ready for labels. Where are these labels? Come on, hot off the printer. Let's put these labels on these packages and get them ready. We got a couple orders in the package tote already. I packed a couple of those late last night, but we got a couple more. We got 5 more to add to this mix. Let's do it. The tote ready for the post office. We got 1. We got 2. That's that couture bag, that juicy couture. We got 3. We got another movie. And this was the delicate one, number 5. So I think while I'm in packing mode, I think I'm going to go ahead and log into that small store. I got 2 stores, you guys that don't know that. I've got the big store, over 4,000 items, and the small store just shy of 2,000 items. So I sometimes neglect that one, but we're going to log in there, see if we had any sales in the small store. Let's check it out. All right, looks like we do have some action in the small store. We got 3 orders and 1 offer. We're going to take care of this offer right now. Looks to be a lower offer on a pair of Perry Ellis beige pleated dress pants. They offered $10 shipped. I'm not going to take that, but we're going to counter them and check out what sold. There you see it. They offered $10. So let's hit them with the counter. I have it listed at $19.99. Let's hit them with a counter of maybe $15.99. Should we do that? That's a good fair price, right? $15.99. Get that typed in there. And review counter offer. And submit counter offer. There you go. The offer has been sent. So hopefully they'll be okay with that counter offer and we can agree on something somewhere in that middle ground that's fair for both of us. $10 shipped is just too cheap for a pair of pants when it costs upwards of $7 to ship them. So there wouldn't be any profit left for me at that price point. But we get up into that 15, 14, 15, 16. I want to get 20 or more, but I'll probably accept it if it's in that range. All right, it looks like we had 3 orders for $48.20, $48.20 for 3 orders out of the small store. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $21.54. Like I said, that's kind of where we want to be with pants. These are a pair of Calvin Klein jeans, black dress pants, size 2. So a smaller size 30 waist by 30 inseam. So some women's Calvin Klein jeans. Listed these October 5th, 2023. So they've been in there for a while. Size 2 Calvin Klein jeans. Likely came out of a storage unit. Nice pair of jeans though. It looked to be very clean and ready for the customer. So Calvin Klein is one of those brands, kind of a staple. People know about it. The advertising has been built in there over the years. You got the Brooke Shields, Nobody Gets Between Me and My Calvins campaign that made them so famous in the 70s, and they've continued on. They've done a good job of marketing themselves to stay relevant. So Calvin Klein, I like to pick it up when I spot it at the thrift. It always sells. Second item sold for $10.46. It's a Black Panther Wakanda Forever Marvel purple beanie hat. 100% acrylic. One size fits all. Let me give you guys a look at that. Great movie, Black Panther. Look at that. Has that nice patch logo on the front there. Clean kind of ribbed design, 100% acrylic, nice looking beanie. Hopefully someone will be happy with that one. A lot of that Marvel stuff is definitely overproduced, mass marketing, and they use it almost as a means to advertise the movie. You're looking at movies that make close to $1 billion worldwide, you know. Then they use that clothing just to kind of promote that franchise. You know, there's multiple movies that come out, so you know, there's plenty of that stuff out online, but it still does sell. You just got to price it at the right price point. Third and final item that sold out of the small store was this, sold for $16.20. Another purple. Purple's popular. A lot of people like to buy purple. This one is a large St. John's Bay purple men's short sleeve button-up pocket dress shirt. Let me give you guys a look at this one. Nice collar, button-down collar. St. John's Bay, worry-free, 100% cotton, large grande. So like I said, another quality shirt, just a solid button-up. When you go thrifting and you look around, sometimes I like to focus on those bright colors, the reds, the purples, the magentas, especially in the men's section. There's not usually as many of those produced or made, so they're kind of a special commodity. You pick them up, and people online are searching for those. You know, when they run out in the regular retail stores, because they only produce so much of them, then you got to go to the secondhand market. You got to go to eBay. You got to go to the thrift shops, and we're kind of the middleman for them. We run to the thrift shops, we find those, and then we put them online so that they can buy them, mark them up a little bit, and play that role. So that one sold $16, not bad for a short sleeve button up. Alright, I wrote down the numbers. Got to go find these from the inventory system. I'll be right back. Rejoice, I've returned. I've returned with packages. Let's get some shipping labels on these. Through the magic of video, there they appear. 1, 2, 3 orders ready for shipping labels. Right, there they are. Three packages ready for labels, and here come those labels hot off the printer. Whoop. Alright, we have a bit of an issue. It turns out we ran out of ink, and I don't have an extra ink cartridge ready to go. I usually have an extra one here ready, but this ink cartridge ran out a little premature. I thought it would have a few more printing labels out of this one, but we'll have to go to the store and get another label, another printer cartridge rather, and get these labels printed. So maybe we'll head into town a little earlier today and knock that out. But first, I think I want to have some lunch and do this online arbitrage video. I want to get that one knocked out, and hopefully you guys will watch that one. If you want, you can turn over now and watch it. Probably publishes similar time to this video, so it should be up on my channel. Obviously, I'd love if you continue to watch the rest of this video, but I understand if you want to go check that out as well. So either way. So it's cold outside, not quite snowy like this, but it's cold out there. So it's cold outside, so I thought today for lunch I'd have a little soup. We got some leftover. My wife went to pho the other day. She brought home her extra juice and some noodles in there as well. We're going to use that sauce, and we're going to add our own noodles to the mix and make another dose for lunch. So she showed me how to do this before. What we do is we put it in a bowl, put the noodles in a bowl, and we add some boiling water to them to get them just cooking a little bit. Let me show you. We got the hot water brewing here, starting about halfway done. Over here we have the noodles in this big bowl I'm going to serve it up in. And this was the extra, the take home that we got from the restaurant. As you can see, we got that on the stove heating up. Just kind of speeds the process up, get that to a nice boil so it's nice and hot and ready for those noodles. So what we do is we add that boiling water to the noodle bowl, and then we drain that and add the noodles to the other pho sauce bowl and call it good. Lunch will be served once that is finished. We'll see how things go down. I'll show you guys as I do it. Like I said, my wife usually does this, but I've seen it done enough times that I'm sure I can do it myself. We'll see. I'm more of a top ramen's noodle guy myself. I make top ramen quite often, put a little broccoli and carrots in there and call it good, but you can get these fancy noodles at the Asian store, and they are pretty tasty. Typically the same type of noodle you'll get at a typical pho restaurant. This is what they look like outside of the box. Let me show you the actual package. Here's the actual package. They're just pad thai noodles is what they call them. Little pad thai noodles, product of Thailand. Came from Thailand. Things are heating up over here, almost to a boil. A nice simmer getting over going. Here we got all kinds of noise. We got some steam coming out of there, so that one's about ready to be popped. This will pop once it's ready, once it's boiling to a nice hard boil. All right, that is done boiling. Now we're gonna pour this hot water over these, get them fully covered. As you can see, they start to melt down once that hot water hits them. They're very quick to cook, so you just have to cover them in water, and they'll kind of do a little bit of the cooking themselves. You throw them in the pan and they'll finish up in there. You don't want to overcook these, or else they'll get a little bit soggy, but you get these covered in nice hot water, and the cooking process has begun. So there it is. Getting a little steamy, isn't it? You can see we got a nice full boil over here. So we're gonna go ahead and stir that up a little bit so that it doesn't boil over or anything stick to the bottom. But that is ready for our noodles once we get those noodles fully cooked over here. So like I said, you want to make sure these are all covered in the water so that they start to cook. They'll start to expand a little bit as you spread them out here, and they get a little bit soft, and then they'll be ready to be thrown into the boiling water over there, and lunch will be ready. So this is how we do it. I don't know if this is how you guys would do it. You might just throw it in the pan over there. Obviously with cooking there's a million different ways you could do this, but this is how we do it. You know, if there's an easier way, let me know in the comments. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not really much of a cook myself. I do a little, I dabble, I help. I'm more of the sous chef, right? I'm in the kitchen cutting things up when the wife is cooking, but I can do a little bit. I can do a little. All right, we're gonna go ahead and strain these noodles, get that hot water off of them. You can do this with one hand. Let's see, there they are. So we got those noodles in the strainer. That will clean the noodles as well. So if you rinse your noodles, you rinse your rice, that sort of thing. Get them nice and clean and ready to eat. Then we're going to add these noodles to the cooking pan here. There they go. And we'll finish them off in there. And we'll be ready to eat in no time. Get this little noodle trying to escape. You're not done being cooked over here. Come on. Join the party, buddy. And the errant noodle thought he could get away. Get in there, get in there, get in the drink. Alright, we got the chopsticks out and everything. This is official now. This is Asian cuisine at its best when you get out the chopsticks, right? Stir that up a little. It's almost done. We're gonna give it a few seconds more, and then we'll be putting it in the bowl and eating it for lunch. Alright, this is the tricky part. The addition of the noodles and soup to the big bowl, from the pan to the big bowl. Careful of that splash. We don't want it to splash. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. So that's what it is supposed to look like. Look at that. Steaming hot soup for lunch. That'll warm me up a little. So hopefully you guys enjoy this little look at me making lunch. I don't know, I added this little element to the show. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'd be interested to know what you guys think of my cooking skills, my proficiency here in the kitchen. How'd I do? Did I mess something up? I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, but I'll check back in a minute. Alright, success. Time to get back to work. Alright, I just finished editing a new online arbitrage video. That's creating itself right now. I should be able to upload that tonight, and we'll get this vlog up in the morning. So we're making some progress. I think when I get home, I'm gonna do a couple more of those Brian Reads the News, get into some more of those news stories I've been working on. They've been getting me some view time, so I think it's really working out. Sneak peek at that online arbitrage video. You wanna see what's in that bag? Go check that one out. Alright, this is what we're on a mission to go get, some new ink. Tote about half full of packages. We're going to add that ink there so we don't forget. So it's about 3:30 right now. I'm going to hit the road and get to the office depot shop and hopefully get some ink and then go for a nice run around Lake Padden, come on back and then get back to work. So I'll take you guys along for the journey so you guys can enjoy the road trip. Alright, success. We got some bubble wrap. We got that printer ink. We also got some packing peanuts. There they are, a big bag of packing peanuts. We'll be ready for those delicates now.
Surviving the loss of a spouse.
Alright, we made it to Lake Padden. That was kind of interesting. There was a story about this lawsuit against eBay where they have to pay out $3 million. Apparently they sent spiders and cockroaches to this company, or this man who was trying to, the Steiners is the name of the couple that was trying to take down evil corporations like eBay. Apparently they had all kinds of claims against these eBay and Amazon and corporate America and that sort of thing, and eBay fired back, sending a lot of stuff, spiders and cockroaches and death threats and all kinds of wild, crazy stuff. It turns out they had 7 employees that were was it 7 that were jailed, or one of them received a long jail sentence, 5 years they said, and they have to pay out $3 million. So might be something worth looking into. I don't know if the story's all true. Then it's on the news, it's on the radio, so it must have some validity to it. Kind of an interesting topic today as I drive here to Lake Padden. It's blistering cold out there. Is that the right term? It's painfully cold. So I'm gonna bundle up, get my hat, my gloves on, and get out there and get around this lake as quick as I can. Try not to get too cold, warm up in the process, and conquer this lake. So that's the next step on the agenda, and then we'll head home and we'll get back to work. Of course, I'm gonna check back once I'm done running and maybe take a few times for a few moments for some moments of gratitude. I've been doing that lately. I think it's kind of fun, so we'll see what I can think of on my little run around the lake, so stay tuned. Alright, we made it. Another successful 2.6 miles all the way around Lake Padden. If my lips look a little numb, it's because it was cold out there. That wind chill just hit you. We're gonna be grateful though. We gotta be grateful for a few things. Let's try to think of something. There was that one moment after about a mile in, my body started warming up, and that wind died down for just like 30 seconds, and it actually felt a little bit warm. And then that wind hit you again, and it reminded you, it's the middle of winter, it's January. It's not warm out here. I guess on a day like this, in a wind chill like that, you gotta be thankful for your health, that I'm able to get out there, run around the lake, that I have the motivation to do so. I know last year about this time I was hunkering down during the winter. I wasn't running at all, so to be out there enjoying this nature a little bit and getting some exercise in is a blessing, I suppose. Even if it was a little bit painful today. It took about a mile and a half before my body came to life and could actually function in that cold. It made me think Lake Padden needs like a little a treadmill in the inside in the heat. You could just get on that treadmill for about a half mile, then hit the trail, come back warm down on that treadmill. That would be perfect. A little indoor heated facility. Come on, let's make it happen. Parks and Recs, let's put some money towards that. I guess I have to be thankful for problem solving skills. We had the printer ink die, was able to have a little bit of resilience and finish up my video, my online arbitrage video, hit the road a little early, get that printer cartridge as well as some packing supplies, and head home with a new plan to get some more stuff listed. I would deal with some of those delicates that are sitting there collecting dust. They should be collecting me profits. So I got a plan now I just have to execute it. Finally, thing number 2, I guess, to wake up with a purpose, right? Having a goal and self-worth, like Tony Robbins was talking about. You set that goal, right? I have a goal of getting this channel monetized and waking up with that purpose. And looking at analytics and seeing the progress I'm making is kind of exciting. 50 hours it jumped. I've been listing a lot of those Brian Reads the News, and I think a lot of people are at least clicking on it. They're not watching the whole thing, but they're watching a little bit. And I want to thank everybody who has clicked on those, and hopefully you guys can continue to do so. Read some of these silly stories about the reseller community, what they're up to, and all kinds of stuff. Fun stories I get off of looper.com. They have all kinds of interesting stuff up there, celeb news. So I'm gonna keep putting some of that stuff out there and build my watch hours, serve that purpose, and chase that goal. Hopefully I'll get to it in the next year, but that 50-hour jump was quite an impressive feat. I think I've been at it for a year and haven't had much success with watch hours, so to see it taken off now is kind of exciting. So I think that's the plan. Warm up a little in this truck, head home, get back to printing off those last few labels. I didn't get those last labels printed, but get the new ink cartridge working and get back at it. I've got a few items that I already photographed that I'm going to get listed tonight. I'm going to do another episode, another segment of Brian Reads the News, maybe pick up on some of those stories we already are into in terms of the last words of celebrities who have passed to their coworkers. Maybe those Where Are They Now, the child actors. That was kind of fun. I did that segment last night. I could continue with that, do a few more of those, check in on them and see where they're at. So maybe that's the plan for tonight. Stay tuned and come back and see what I accomplish. So for those of you who don't really know how YouTube works, when you hit that subscription button, there's also that little bell there. When you hit that subscription, ring that notification bell, then you can become aware of all the stories as they drop. YouTube will send you a little notification so that you know what I'm up to. You know if I got to another episode, another segment of Brian Reads the News, or you know if another online arbitrage video drops, or in the morning when my day in the life video, day in the life of a reseller video goes live, you can click on it right away. So that's kind of how it works. They have that subscription button. If you want to be notified, you ring that notification bell. So take some time and go ahead and do that. Join the journey, give you something to watch, something to keep up with. You can kind of follow what I'm up to. We can make it a fun little event. Alright, it's after 9:30 now. I made it home. I got those packages packed up, the ones that I left here. I got the ink in the new in the printer. The new ink cartridge has been installed. Got those labels printed off and taped onto those packages, and those will go out in the mail as soon as possible. Hopefully they're not delay due to my reluctance to have proper supplies here, but we made it work. We got them on there, and they'll go out tomorrow, so it should be no big deal. But didn't get a lot of stuff done eBay wise tonight. I mostly focused on YouTube, but I did relist a few items. I'm trying to continue to do that list of probably 20 items a day, just lower the price and add shipping, lower the price point to a more reasonable starting point, and it seems to be working. Some of those things are starting to sell. People are buying them up even though they have shipping. Going away from free shipping, that's kind of what I'm doing in the new year. Free shipping, they say it's supposed to give you a bump, a boost in search results, but I haven't really noticed much of that since I've done it. They pushed it a few years back, and everybody kind of jumped on the bandwagon, and then a lot of people jumped back off and switched back to calculated shipping, and I was the one that just stayed on the bandwagon with the free shipping for many years. But I think calculated shipping is the way to go from here on out. So I'm going to revise a bunch of my items every day, and I put some time into doing that today. End them and then relist them with the lower price point and with calculated shipping rather. So I still have 5 items I photographed here from the online arbitrage buyout that I did online. I did videos on those, but I have some here ready to get listed in the morning, so I'll get going on that, and then I have some, of course, more in the photo station. So tomorrow I'll reassess things. I do have those packing peanuts now, so I'm going to do some more breakables, I guess it would be delicates, glassware and that sort of stuff. I have a lot of that stuff that I've never bothered listing, and I'm gonna try to do that. Some boxes, and now I have packing peanuts, so we're gonna dive into that tomorrow a little bit more. So come on back, see how that goes. I want to thank everybody for watching. This is my attempt to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours on YouTube. So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell. That way you can become aware of all the videos as soon as they drop. Put quite a few up today. Brian reads the news. There was a lot of those. I did one on eBay. If you guys are interested in the reseller world, there's quite a story going on right now. It's in all the news sites. eBay had to pay $3 million out to somebody, so you can go read, watch my video on that if you want more details. I read the USA Today article about it, so it's a pretty good little article. You guys will probably like it if you're a reseller. It makes a lot of interesting claims, an interesting story about some people who have a website that kind of dogged on eBay a little, and the employees mounted a revenge campaign, and they got them in a lot of trouble. So $3 million plus jail time for quite a few. So interesting story, but it's hard to believe that something like that can happen at eBay, but it did. So check that one out. I'm gonna do some more of those every day. Do a little Brian reads the news, build my watch hours. Hopefully you guys will come back and watch a few of those. Help me get a little closer to that goal of monetization. But I think tonight, so we're gonna watch a little YouTube here. Got a nice podcast on I'm gonna watch, so that's the plan for the rest of the night, and we'll start fresh in the morning. But thanks again for watching. For those of you who made it to the end, what a trooper you are. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.